Hello, welcome to MARIMAR'S Spanish Table. Your favorite mother-daughter team, Marimar and Christina, reporting live.
Your once a month best first Friday of the month, right? Oops,
I don't know if that's a thing.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And oh boy, where is my glass of wine?
Oh yes, I need one of those. Definitely. Yes.
This, I don't know. I don't know if there's been a not bad week recently, but this week
it's been tough.
Has not been great. I believe some of you may be aware of the fires near us, and yeah, so it's been.
And the worst of all, you want to know the worst of all? I had to cancel all my tennis lessons and all my tennis games. Honestly.
I don't feel bad for you, Mom.
No.
Cheers to Friday, and poor Mom who had to cancel her tennis. That is really terrible.
Honestly.
Well, we're starting with some 2019 Rosaleda Rosé.
That's the best part of the week.
I mean, if your daughter can't give you a reality check, then who will? Boo.
Anyway, and another lovely new piece of news is that we're gonna make eggplant. Oh, you can't see that.
What are we making today, Mom? Tell us.
Well, you can't see anything.
Just tell us what we're making.
Okay, fine. Eggplant omelet. And that's...
Good thing you have an eggplant to show. Otherwise, they might not be convinced.
It's here. So this is really an omelet that is so easy to prepare. And it's, I've never had it except in Spain at the house of a friend of mine, Mercedes, remember? It was my childhood friend. And her parents, well, her family and herself, are from the region of Murcia, or Murcia, which is between the region of Valencia, which has Valencia and Alicante, so between Alicante really and Andalusia, okay? So it's to the southeast of Spain, and it is well known for its huerta de Murcia. Huerta means
the garden of Spain.
Vegetable garden, exactly. And so they go...
Lots of veggies, lots of veggies. I have to say eggplant is like top 2 for me on veggies. I guess absolutely. Most people would say mushrooms aren't veggies, but I put mushrooms and eggplant top 2 for things that come out of the ground and aren't sweet.
Exactly, vegetarian, for a vegetarian diet. So anyway, this one has eggs, but it still is vegetarian. And
yum! I'm excited.
Yeah. So essentially, what it is, it's like if you remember a long time ago, we had the tortilla, the patatas, the potato.
Yes. Yeah. That is a very classic, the most classic Spanish potato omelet, and you can check back to episode 8.
You know everything.
Episode 8.
Episode 8. So today we thought, why don't we make the eggplant omelet? I mean, it's one that you can make every day. And you can have it as an accompaniment for meat dishes or whatever. And meat, no.
Or on its own. It's so good.
But as a first course.
Yeah.
And today
or as lunch, as dinner. I mean, it's really good.
Today we will have it with a classic, which is the bread and tomato.
Pan con tomate.
Pan con tomate. And, okay, where do we start? So let's get going. We're going to do, I have here, I have the ingredients for half a recipe, okay? So essentially what you do, you take 1 large onion and you saute it very slowly. So that's what it looks like. You all know what a lovely sauteed onion looks like.
For those who want to look at the recipes and the wines that we're featuring, that we're following, I don't think that's going to help them, but thanks. Go to our website, click on the photo of the 2 of us cooking, and click on episode 18. And you've got the wines and the recipe there.
One is from each book.
Yes.
The Catalan Country Kitchen is the bread and tomato, Catalan style. And the eggplant omelette is from the Spanish, what did I say? Well, anyway, Catalan Country Kitchen in Spanish too.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. Anyway,
okay. First things first.
First thing first, we're gonna, so essentially what you will do is you saute the onion, so you pretend that it's already sauteed. We put it here, and we will then add, when it's nicely sauteed and nice and gold, we will then add the eggplant, and the eggplant has been cut very finely.
Diced.
Thank you, diced, very good. Yes, diced, absolutely. Very fine dices, right? Sort of like that, okay? And then when it's like that, you add it to the onion and you saute it, right? So it has to look, once sauteed, it has to look like that. So really nice and brown. So we're now pretending this is already done, and we will add it here.
And tell us who's tuning in, who's watching. Let us know, and let us know where you are. We love hearing from you. And let us know if you're drinking something or what you've enjoyed cooking this week or what you're planning to cook this weekend. We've got, okay, thank goodness the sky has not fallen. Samuel Y. and Coralie and David Clardy are with us. So good to have you. It would not be the same without you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. And we've got Rongsheng here in Sonoma County.
Can I bring to everybody one little drop to everybody? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, who knows how the food will turn out.
Okay, so this is supposed to be done. We're done with this. This is just for beauty. And then we were gonna add some salt. Essentially, it's 2 tablespoons or something. 1 teaspoon salt. Not tablespoon. What am I saying? And 1 teaspoon salt and half a teaspoon of pepper. And then we're gonna go like this and beat it, right? Beat it.
Yeah, we gotta play the Michael Jackson song.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Except neither of us sing very well, so we are going to spare you that.
Okay, and then pretend that this is done, and we will add it here. And I'm not gonna break a glass today. And here you can do that because you're
What do you want
so
me to
much
do?
fun. Put it here,
Okay,
in here.
maybe with
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, right? I mean, obviously. It's
diced.
just onion and eggplant and salt and pepper.
Yum,
And now
yum.
it goes into the
This
egg.
recipe is so
Yeah.
so easy in terms of like staple ingredients, and it is a hit every time. And especially when you have eggs, we have our own chickens. We should like give them their own cooking show. We talk about them so much.
The eggs are the chicken.
Our chickens.
Yeah. And then what you do is that you mix it up very nicely, and then you put it into the pan. Now what I have, and I highly recommend it, is these pans that you put it in one pan, right? And then when you want to turn it, you go like that, and bloop, and it's so easy and it never fails.
Oh,
So-
that is fancy. I
Yeah,
wonder if there's
it's
a
really
name
fancy.
to describe those.
Caramba, muy encima. What can I say? So
They're calphalon.
yes, of course.
Slide bottom. Unison slide bottom.
You're so
Unison
smart.
slide.
I would never have thought of looking at the bottom.
Ah.
So while we do that,
This is why you hired me.
I heard you. No, you came with me.
I insisted. I hired myself.
You would hire her? Okay, fine. So
Mm.
now it goes here.
And Bonnie says hello. Bonnie! Come here. No. Bonnie's hearing is fading a little bit. Come here. Also, if there's not food in my hands. Okay. Oh, there we go. Bonnie says hello. She looks very concerned because of the virus.
Hello. Yes. She's getting cold. Okay, so we will. Okay, now you cannot touch any food.
Okay, yes, that's true. I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Yeah, and I touched her, so I'm gonna go like that and wash them in my little bowl here. And
Oh, and Rong is drinking the earthquake block. Yum, yum. So tasty. So yeah, shall I talk about the rosé or not? But then I get cut off. Mom.
No, this is it. Yeah, just go
Oh, my head. My
Yeah.
head.
Okay, teeny one a little more. Okay.
Okay.
Stop. Okay. So you were saying?
Are we waiting or are we?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Okay, so I will talk a little bit about the 2019 Rosaleda Rosé. This is a Rosaleda means rose garden in Spanish, and it is a beautiful name, very well chosen, Mom. This is fruit Pinot Noir from this vineyard, the Don Miguel vineyard in the Russian River, and it is made so it is whole cluster pressed. And we pick a little earlier than the Pinot for the red wine to maintain a higher acidity and lighter, fresher fruit and floral aromas. And so whole cluster pressed, and then, so this is made by direct pressing, so a brief skin contact in stainless steel tanks. rather than it's not made by, say, blending or by saignée, which means that you bleed off the rosé and get like a more concentrated red wine. That is not the method. We pick this fruit for the rosé, and it is expressly for the rosé. And yeah, I think those are the key parts.
About the omelet. So
Yes.
please remember, which I forgot, to put some oil in the pan before you add, because I forgot and it's all stuck to the calpolon pan. So we'll pretend that I added some olive oil.
You want me to read the instructions as we go?
Yeah.
Would that help? Let's see. So I get strawberries and rose petal and nice minerality, kind of like that whetstone. And a nice crisp acidity.
Yeah, I should
Very nice and refreshing.
Let you
On
know
this
that.
very warm October 2nd, we have had such,
Yeah.
even not talking about the fires, the weather has been very, very crazy.
No tennis, imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about the bread and tomato?
Yes.
Style?
Yes.
So what we do here is something, again, very simple and so tasty. It's a Catalan recipe. And essentially you take, in Spain, they make them at the restaurants. In many restaurants, you just go to a restaurant and they put it there, for free, which is fantastic. Others charge you. But they use a bread named coca. In coca, what it means is that it's a very flat bread, and it's very it's flat, so that you can cut it through the middle, and you get crust at the bottom and at the top. And I thought, well, if you take a baguette, you kind of can do the same thing. You can cut it through the middle, and you get something quite similar. At least it's pretty good. So we're gonna put this in the toaster, and
Love pan con tomate. I love pan con tomate.
and by magic, here it is already toasted. So we're gonna put that in a.
Funny how that happens.
Yeah, exactly. God is on our side.
I love pan con tomate. It's like, I kind of think of it as like the better version of bruschetta.
Oh, well, the precursor, remember? Precursor.
Yes, because it definitely came first.
Yeah, and what happens with those Italians, they're so good at marketing that they take all the Catalan ideas.
Yep, like
Honestly.
prosciutto instead of jamon,
Exactly.
and what else? Those two.
Cioppino instead of
Zarzuela.
Zarzuela, yeah.
Well, the French probably won on that one with bouillabaisse.
Yeah, you think so?
I think the French
But
won.
you see, what happened is that the Languedoc was a country that was formed by the Catalan region of Spain in the south of France and the northwest of Italy. And for 4 centuries, I think, well, a little more, it was the same country. So that's why there's so many similarities in the cuisine. But we can first. Catalans can first.
Hey, Mom. Sam has a suggestion for your oil mishap. He says maybe putting it on the broiler so that it doesn't stick.
Well, we'll pretend that. Okay, now
Maybe.
we won't show that it did.
Well, you mentioned it.
Thank you.
You
I
mentioned it.
know. Just so that you don't make the same mistake I did. So essentially, what you do here is that there's these tomatoes in Spain. They're
called tomacots, and they're so fun. I find it so satisfying because you just like cut it in half, and then you just like lightly rub, and it just like melts onto it, kind of, and you're left with the skin of the tomato, and it's just beautiful. It's so fun. I find it very satisfying.
So since we don't have them, but we get wonderful tomatoes from our garden, and so what we like
And
to
you can put lots of garlic, but you don't love.
Yeah. So here the recipe says optional. 2 large garlic cloves. So essentially what you do, I have one here just to show you how it's done.
Even though you probably...
I know.
Yeah,
so essentially you cut it in half, right? Like that. And you rub it on the bread. You don't even have to peel it. But I'm not going to do it, okay? But many of you like garlic, so that's what you would do. And
Americans like garlic.
Yeah. So essentially what I do is I put the tomato skin and everything on the food processor, the food processor.
I very much approve of this because then that means that no tomato is wasted. No piece of the tomato is wasted.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, my first book had many times tomatoes peeled and seeded, and I definitely none of the recipes that says peeled or seeded tomatoes go for it. So essentially, what you do is you go for it, and you just put a lot on top, and it looks like and it's really beautiful. Yeah, yeah. And we will have a little bit left over for tomorrow. So that's what it looks like. I mean, bread and tomato, right? It's really so simple. It's much better than bruschetta because bread and tomato is great to have things on top of it. So you can put
so what can you put? What's typical to put on pan con tomate?
Jamon, of course.
Yes, jamon.
Not prosciutto, okay? Not prosciutto. And sausage, of course, Catalan sausage. Anchovies, absolutely. Catalan anchovies, which are so good. And of course, tortilla, de patatas, so potato, Spanish omelet, and tortilla de berenjenas, eggplant omelet, which is what we will do. And essentially, you just put a little bit of salt over it, and a little bit of pepper.
And olive oil.
And then you put the olive oil, yeah.
Guess who else has tuned in, Mom? Ben Walker,
our
good friend. Hello, Ben.
Okay.
It's been too long. I think I saw that you're like living in some beautiful Costa Rican jungle or something.
Costa Rica?
It looked like it. It looked like a pretty cool COVID work from not home situation.
I've never been to Costa Rica, but I've always wanted to go. So anyway, we will do one little piece of bread for you and one for me.
Okay.
So you see how it's really nice that it's kind of flat. Sí, con la tortilla. And
that's beautiful.
And that's it.
And then people have pan con tomate all day long, right? Like it's such a just an everyday, and it's just such an important part. So when is pan con tomate found and where?
Oh, for breakfast, absolutely. In hotels.
That's true. In all hotels in Spain, you have pan con tomate.
Yes, and in for merienda, for a snack between lunch and dinner, and for lunch.
I love that, like a lot of sandwiches, you go to like a bar and get like a sandwich to go on a baguette, and it always has like, it's with the tomato, and you just have like cheese or ham or something. It's so good. It really lends itself beautifully to like anything and everything.
Okay, it is stuck. It's pretty stuck. So I'm gonna just bang it. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Not much. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So guess what? Ta-da! By magic. Look at how beautiful it looks.
It's as if we planned knowing that something wouldn't go right. We're just so smart. We're just so smart. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Who's the one who didn't put olive oil in the pan?
Anyway, so now we're going to cut. But wait, I was going to say something about bread and tomato. Oh, yeah. So it's a Catalan idea, but now you find it all over Spain. And in Catalan, I have to say that because
it is originally from Catalonia.
Yes, it's pan tomacat. Okay, pa is bread and tomacat is tomato, and is with. But in Madrid, now you see it all over. It's spelled the way it sounds, which is so funny. Pan tomacat, and so you find it really all over Spain because it is so good. So anyway, here we are.
Shall we serve up some tortilla and try it with the wines?
Yes, ma'am. Let's see which one we like better.
All right, and I'm opening up the 2016 La Masía Pinot Noir.
I'm gonna make. How do I do this? Okay, I'll do this one like that so that we have it. Okay.
And this is our classic, made from the beginning, Pinot Noir since 1992. This is also from our Russian River vineyard right here. And it is named La Masía, which means farmhouse in Spanish, because the winery is built in the style of a masía.
And that's because we are farmers, first of all. We produce the wine as an extension of farming the vineyard.
Yeah.
And that's what this should look like. And we put it on top of the bread and tomato. Look at that. And then one on top and one on the side. And you get the one on the side because that's your preference.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of bite into it, and we're going to make a mess of ourselves, but what the hell.
And so the La Masía Pinot, this is that typical Russian River, bright, juicy, yummy fruit. This is a wine, what do you get? I think like black cherry and
Still with
cola and some like clove, and it's really engaging and really draws you in. This is your go-to if you if it's like 5, 6, 7 o'clock and I need a glass of wine. This is your go-to, isn't it?
Absolutely. This wine never disappoints. If I may say so myself. I'm not trying to sell you or anything, of course.
We clearly don't enjoy our own wines or anything.
And you know, this is a wine that I actually like a little teeny weeny little chilled. It's a Pinot Noir is to me the one red wine, well, besides Beaujolais, of course, but that you can serve a little chilled, and especially in the summertime, and it actually enhances it. It's not, you know, it doesn't, it doesn't obstruct the fruit, but just the opposite. So I love it when it's a little, you know, just for fun, right? A little chilled.
Yum, yum. This tortilla is so good. This is like the 3rd time we're gonna have it in 10 days, and I'm just as excited. I'm gonna do it
the Spanish way, okay? 1, 2, 3.
And Sam is asking, would some like hot sauce, some spicy sauce go on the eggplant tortilla?
Well, you know, when I came to live in this country in the mid-70s, I was shocked because everybody thought of Spanish cuisine as spicy hot and was done with beer or tequila. And of course,
they were a little confused, I think.
Nobody knew about Spanish cuisine, and it's like you know, I would talk about a tapas bar, and people would say topless bars. So nobody had any idea about Spanish cooking, and I find that.
But Americans like spicy things.
Really, really. Well, Spaniards don't. No, really. I mean, they do like garlic. But
Sam, I think you can put hot sauce on it and do what you want.
Whatever you want.
I think so. I mean, yeah, Mom and I don't really enjoy heat.
I love this.
But you know what? Like, try it all. I think it's kind of like food and wine pairing, or like what you enjoy in a wine, what wines you enjoy. Like the most important thing, there you can study and you can learn, but the most important thing is like, hey, if you like it, that's the most important thing.
Absolutely perfect with the rosé. Now I'm gonna taste a little more, and I'm gonna try it with the Pinot Noir. Now I'm just gonna have the.
Oh, yum! Yeah, you're right. I mean, both of them goes very well. This dish, I mean, both the pan con tomate and the eggplant, it's just so lends itself, you know, so
and
valuable.
You were saying, which is so true, that the eggplant acquires a certain sweetness.
It tastes like a little caramelized almost.
Exactly, yeah. And I think it's probably because of the onion, but I don't know, it's just so delicious.
Well, as I just took a bite, I think that's just about it for this week.
I like both. Which one do you like better?
I think I might go for the rosé, but both of them, I think these are really like easy, flexible dishes. So that's just about it from us. We will be coming to you next First Friday, which will be November 6th, and we will be doing some really fun holiday cookies that are traditional. They're called paneyettes, and they're yam-based. And we're going to be doing pine nut and chocolate paneyettes. They're super easy, fun, and festive, and they're very typical for, like, actually All Saints Day in Spain. And we're going to pair it with our Earthquake Block Pinot Noir.
And we, between now and then, we have time to see which of our Pinot Noirs goes best, but we think that the Earthquake is a winner.
Our plan. And then right after that, we're so excited. We're prepping for a really special Zoom episode on November 12th. And this will be a holiday episode, and it will be with our good favorite friend, Michael Volpat from Big Bottom Market, chef and cookbook author. And we're going to do holiday side dishes and his very famous biscuits that are on Oprah Winfrey's Favorite Things. And then some really yummy Catalan side dishes. That is November 12th. So if you want more info, be sure that we have your email direct message it, and we will send you the info.
Yes.
So,
Okay, I have a verdict. So I think with the bread and tomato,
I try to wrap things up.
with the bread and tomato and the eggplant omelet, I like the rosé better. If you don't have the bread and tomato and just the eggplant omelet, then I like it better with the Pinot Noir. But either way, just have a bottle of each and make up your own mind, right?
Cheers!
Okay,
Thank you for
cheers.
joining us,
Happy
and
weekend.
see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.